Hey, it's your girl Yolanda over here at Forever Yolanda, and welcome to another episode of Shift, shaping how I feel this week. And this week, what we want to talk about is something that we all find ourselves, and maybe I won't say all, but I find myself experiencing frequently, and that is not extending myself grace. If that sounds like something you want to talk about with me, I say go ahead and stick around. We'll see you on the other side. You know, there's moments in life where things are overwhelming, where we don't perform the way that we think we should perform. We don't do the things that we think we should do. And we come down very hard on ourselves. I don't know about you all, but that's something that I am guilty of. So, if you're watching this, raise your hand if you feel that way as well. Where you know you can do better, or you at least feel as though you can do better. However, you didn't perform or you didn't do the task up to the way that you had envisioned that you would do. And you start beating up on yourself. You start thinking that maybe I am not the one for the job, or maybe this is not something that I'm supposed to do, or maybe I shouldn't be on YouTube. And so I think at this time, and we need to show ourselves some grace. I often give love to those around me. I love on my friends. I love on my coworkers. I love on people who are part of my team. But I don't always love on myself. I don't always forgive myself for mistakes that I may have made. I don't always forgive myself for not achieving the things or not achieving the goals that I set aside for myself. And what I find myself doing is tearing myself down. I, in so many ways, begin to tear myself down. And that's not good. Here I am lifting other people up, lifting up my family, cheering on friends, being the person that says, you got this, being the person that says, I believe in you, being the person that says, okay, maybe you didn't do it this time, but I know for sure you're going to do it next time. However, I don't say those words to myself. I don't say, great job, Yolanda. You didn't quite get to the goal line, but you got close. And there's always going to be a next time. I don't say, you know what? I gave it my best shot. And that's all that matters, is doing my best. I don't give myself grace. And I think by not giving myself grace, I am impacting my emotional well-being and my ability to perform in the way that I need to. It impacts how I am as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, because I start to think, oh, I could have been a better friend. Oh, I wish I could be or could have been a better mother, to give more guidance. And I don't know about you all, but I am so very hard on myself. I'm harder on myself than on any other person I know. And there has to be a time and a point where I start patting myself on the back. I start believing that I did my very best, and whatever the end is, that is the end, that I am a good person, good friend, good mother, good coworker, and that I can do those things that I've set aside to do. So, in thinking about giving myself grace, it's important for me not to let my weakness, and it is a weakness, not loving on myself, define me. We're all human. None of us are perfect. And our weaknesses don't define us. However, they do allow us to become a better person. So I'm going to stop focusing on what I didn't do. I'm going to stop focusing on what I don't have. And I'm going to start acknowledging that I have imperfections. But it's those imperfections that make me uniquely Yolanda. You know, when we surrender our weaknesses to God, when we surrender ourselves to God, and we ask Him for His grace, His strength, it will shine even brighter in us. And as I'm asking God to give me His grace, I'm going to do the same to myself and extend grace to myself. I know I'm not going to always be the happy Yolanda, and that's okay. We're humans, and in life, there's ups and there's downs. But in the ups, I'm going to give myself grace, and in the downs, I'm going to give myself grace. You see, grace isn't just for the mountaintops. Grace is for those moments where you find yourself in the darkness of the valley and you can't seem to see a way out. When we allow ourselves to feel the pain and lean on God's love, it becomes that much easier to extend ourselves grace. So as we shift, shaping how I feel this week into loving on ourselves and extending grace on ourselves, let's focus on this one thing. Focus on none of us are perfect. And in that even in our imperfections, we are uniquely who God wants us to be. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Shift, Shaping How I Feel This Week. And we ask you to stick around and let me know in the comments below. Are you loving on yourself? Where do you find yourself falling short and not extending yourself grace? So again, this is your girl Yolanda over here at Forever Londa, and we're going to say bye-bye now. See you later.